y'all! Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Julie and I primarily make content surrounding topics such as mental health, makeup, as well as music. Let's try to incorporate all three into this video today, eh? Well, I have my red brows on, I have my new motionless in white long sleeve on, and so I have to do a black and red look. This isn't anything original. What I'm thinking is just winging out some black, putting some black here, putting some red here, and then either doing a red or black lip. I already got my brows on. I primed my eyelids a little bit. I don't know what the heck is gonna happen. So I haven't filmed a Get Ready With Me in so long. And there are a lot of reasons for that. I don't wanna make this video like triggering and depressing. I want it to be accessible to everybody, especially some of my newbies. It's so crazy to me. If you've been here a long time, you remember I used to film 3 times a week and I would have 3 videos a week, and I took YouTube very seriously. I knew it was never going to be a career or I was going to make money off of it, but I just was like, I need to gain subscribers and reach people and talk about mental health and all this good ish, and it worked out. And I realized, if you haven't noticed, that people like reaction videos. Yeah, no way. Well, yeah, I react to the things, and here y'all are. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm super excited. Don't mind me, my brain's just going, Julia, what are you doing with this look? But I just stopped like this. But yeah, so talking about music has really been cool beans, and it's connected me to other people, I think, especially through Twitter. What in the world is this human being doing? Julie, what are you doing here? What is happening? But yes, so it's very lovely going out on Twitter and talking to people about music and connecting, because a lot of people in alternative subcultures and the music community care about topics I care about, like mental health and makeup, especially mental health. I would argue mental health is a little more important than makeup, I say, as I'm doing my makeup. Yeah, so I won't get too triggering here, but I do have some new eating homework. If you didn't know, I have an ED, and I think it's important to at least share, because I did not realize that people don't know this, but there be more EDs out there than just anorexia, and you don't have to literally do the absolute worst thing you can do to yourself to qualify for a diagnosis. And even if you don't have an ED, if you're struggling with your body image or disordered eating or anything, we need prevention, and we need to get you some care for that, you know, so that it doesn't get worse, because I lived for so many years with all of those things not being addressed in my treatment, and I think I would have been better off if they were. So yeah, so I have adenos. I have an unspecified eating disorder, essentially, because I do eat the foods, but there be other things I do that aren't so great, and I have all of the ED voice up here and body image issues, and it just it sucks. It's really messed with my functioning, hence not making videos. I'm going to be completely real right now. Real? I'm going to be completely real right now and tell y'all that I used to drink espresso so that I would have the energy to film. You know, instead of nourishing my body because I'm not smart, I guess. No, that's not true. That's an intrusive thought. I am very intelligent. I have a master's degree in counseling. I'm a certified personal trainer, and I'm cool as shit. What is this mood? I'm so curious to see what the heck is gonna happen with this black look. I mean, it feels good on my emo soul just throwing black in here. But anyway, back to the topic. Yeah, I just did not have the energy to film because I was not in a good place in my recovery and taking care of myself. And also, part of struggling with an ED is your confidence, and it was like, can't get on there and film. Everything I say, I'm just gonna have the thought like, you're an idiot. You know, I'm gonna have intrusive thoughts yelling at me the whole time, like, what the heck is your problem, man? And we don't want to deal with that. So this is going okay so far. I don't know which way is up, y'all. I really don't. But yesterday I got some nice messages from my Twitter mutuals, and a couple of y'all were just like, I love your YouTube videos, and you tell me you watch them, and specifically ask me questions or request things. And I'm like, I gotta get back on there. I actually want to film that reaction video to that song Agoraphobic today. I've been getting a lot of comments asking me to listen to it, and I haven't yet. So that's a webcam video. That's way easier to film than this. Please don't leave me a comment telling me you can't see my makeup. That's not what this is about. This is not a makeup tutorial. It's just me chit-chatting, and it's a lot easier to talk about my feelings while putting black eyeshadow all over my face. So that's what we're rolling with here. I do see that I've already messed it up pretty bad. Oops. I'm going to switch brushes because I wasn't really being mindful of makeup and was just kind of free flow talking to y'all because I haven't in so long. Well, I've been talking for a bit. Actually, I'm going to finish this up off camera and then I'll do the red. Yeah. Okay, one sec. Hi. So I could just put the red there and call it a day, or I could go over it and hooded eyes slightly because I'm getting old. I'm going to be 30 next year. No. I need to pack some red. I think I'm going to use this brush because it has an angle, so I can maybe go like this. I don't know. Bear with me. This is an experiment. But yeah, so anyway, enough about why I'm not back, because I'm back. Hey. My therapist be coming for me in recovery, and she really gave me some new eating homework, and I was like, oh, energy from food. I'm gonna be able to film. Let's do the thing. And here we are. I'm putting emo colors on me face, so it's cool. So I don't know if I want to bring it up. Trying to think of creative things I could do with this look. For what reason? I don't know. My mind races so much. It's so funny. So I was venting to my mom last night, and I'm like, oh, I just have to log my emotions because I use a recovery app for when I eat. And we were having dessert, and I'm like, yeah, I'm moderately anxious right now. She's like, oh, because being very anxious, it's a lot worse. So essentially, I feel like when I'm very anxious, I just don't talk because there's so many thoughts and they're so debilitating and humiliating. I don't want to talk about it. So actually me talking nonstop and talking about it is only me being moderately anxious, and I've lived with anxiety my whole life, so that's fine with me. I'm kind of used to it. This is the messiest look in the world, but you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. We're going to pop false lashes on it. We're repping Motionless in White. I have so many people in my life that love me, which feels great. Thank you. Despite what my intrusive thoughts say, I appreciate you, and I know you care. So, thanks. Okay, I think I'm going to use a different brush to go over this part. But I thought I would just chit chat with you all while I was packing on the red. So, I got some red in the black. No, okay. BRB. I have so much footage already. I feel like I'm going to take the red and just put it up above, and I'm going to use a tinier blending brush like this so that hopefully this will go a bit smoother. So I'm putting the red above the black. Again, this isn't a makeup tutorial. We're experimenting with colors. We're experimenting with makeup. Woohoo. I have decided I don't like this brush. I have decided to use this tiny brush instead so I can really pack the red on there, and then I'm going to go in with that brush and blend it out. Thank you, cognition. Okay, here we go. Ooh, girl, human being, whatever you are, get it, yeah. Woohoo. Yes, that's what I wanted. If you hear me dropping weird things about gender identity, perhaps I'll talk about that soon. I'm not ready yet. I've talked about it a little bit with, like on some of my more personal social medias, but not entirely. And yes. However, I had a lovely, lovely talk with one of my mutuals about gender identity, and it helped me to feel more confident in how I feel about myself and how I identify, and I would love to talk about it. I mean, I am, right? I'm talking about it without making any, like, official decisions. Not that it has to be that way, because gender identity is fluid and it can change, and we can be like, yeah, we like these pronouns, or this gender identity feels comfy, or I think this is going on, and then we can change our mind, and it's still 1,000% valid. You're so freaking valid, my loves. I know some people hate that. I can validate better. It's like a competition for me. I like to call myself the validation queen or the validation fairy. I will come in and make you feel loved and special and make you feel like you are allowed to experience emotions even when others don't fully understand. Yes, yes. Are these even? Is this even? You know what? We've been working on the eyes long enough, so I'm gonna come back when I'm doing foundation. I need to put false lashes on and stuff, but I feel emo, so that's good, because identity is a struggle for me. Oh, that's another mental health update we'll get into. I will come out about that when I come back. BRB, my loves. Hello, my darlings. I'm back. You're gonna notice my mood went a little whoop since the last time I was filming. I ran out of eyeliner. Luckily, I have pencil eyeliner. That wasn't fun, and I've known I've needed to order a new eyeliner for quite some time, and I haven't done it. So it's just crazy to me how that's like a mild annoyance for the average person. Like, oh no. I didn't have like an external reaction where I was like screaming or freaking out, but internally I was, and the thoughts came in, how are we gonna finish filming, what are we gonna do? But we did it. We're here, we got our lashes on. Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do not give me any qualms for putting it directly on my face. I know it makes people nervous. Well, you know what? It makes me nervous too. In fact, I think almost everything makes me nervous. I can't think of anything that doesn't, because I'm just always nervous. So since I'm chatting away, I'll blend this in. I prepped my skin. I prepped my lips. I love to prep my skin with moisturizer because I have super dry skin, and my favorite primer ever, which you'll have seen me use, is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Love that. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation, I believe. I don't know if they renamed it or some-ish recently, but it's gorgeous. It's very dewy, so it's nice for dry skin. It doesn't have the most amazing coverage in the world, but I don't care because I didn't want my foundation to look cakey today. I'd rather it be looking cute and have some of my rosacea poking through. But yeah, instead of sitting down and making a new video, although if you want me to on this, then I will. But yeah, so I have borderline personality disorder. Wow, has anyone ever announced it that way? In 2013, I went to an outpatient program where I was diagnosed with traits of BPD, and I did an outpatient like DBT group for a little bit. I always related to my friends with BPD. Everything I read about it, I was like, oh. But yes, it doesn't take away from my other diagnoses. It actually makes them make a lot of sense. Complex PTSD and BPD go hand in hand. So I do have a video on my channel about BPD. I'd actually like to redo that, as I've been researching BPD more and really want to do the topic justice, because a lot of the time it's presented in a very stigmatizing, one-sided way. Like, oh, everyone with BPD, stay away. They're so reactive and they're going to scream at you and freak out and whatever. One of my first videos on this channel was, please stop stigmatizing BPD. Oh, that just makes me so mad. It just makes me so mad. There's so many other people who get mad and flip out with other mental health conditions or no mental health conditions. We're all human. We make mistakes. We react emotionally and we move forward. And just because I have BPD or you have BPD or whatever you're dealing with doesn't make you any less of a human being. It doesn't make you any less deserving of love. Enough of that bull crap. Oh, you can't love someone else till you love yourself. I understand that you can't have like a healthy relationship per se if you don't love yourself. Maybe that's not really clear cut. We don't fully know. I understand the sentiment. I do. However, it is super ableist to say, oh, people with mental illnesses should just be alone and be single where they can't hurt anyone. Trust me, I've been doing that in COVID. I've only seen a few friends, and yeah, it hasn't been good. And in recent weeks, I've been isolating more. I waited years for this diagnosis. I always suspected it was there, and it was what was happening, especially since I responded so well to DBT, and as I said, related to my friends who had BPD. And the hardest thing for me in my life is relationships. I feel like I could get through the day if I just lived in this world alone and there were no other people in it. It would be very lonely and isolating, but the only person to upset me would be me, and I've accepted that. I tend to upset myself, you know? But yeah, so this is just tough for me, and if you're watching this and you have BPD, please send me a DM on Twitter. I want to connect more with a community of people who live with this mental health condition and learn more about it, because although I know about it clinically because I spent a lot of time researching it in school and writing papers and things, I was just telling Dave about how I watched Girl Interrupted and wrote a paper on that in undergrad. That was so many years ago on BPD. I've just always been clinically fascinated by it. I've always loved DBT, and now, oh, I live with it. That makes sense. Okay, for sure. But I know that even though BPD is so stigmatized, not to say it's a good diagnosis, the good thing about it is we know what treats it, and that's DBT. So that's what I need to be doing. Unfortunately, right now I'm having a little trouble accessing my skills and doing skills work, but I hope to make changes. I've really crushed it with the mindfulness. If you've done DBT, please write in the comments and let me know what your experience was, especially if you deal with chronic invalidation. That is one of my biggest symptoms. I chronically feel invalidated. I beat myself in my head. I beat myself up in my head all day long. So if someone else comes around unexpectedly, even though I'm ready for it, and they're like, hey, you're invalid, even if they do it in a non-intentional way, you know, they just say something that really just hurts and makes me feel like I don't matter or what I had to say wasn't important. Oh, no. That's my biggest trigger for sure. So sorry, this video was so personal. Just wanted to get some diagnoses, things out there, and explain why I was absent. Other than that, music-wise, Motionless in White, we can chit-chat about that for a sec. So Motionless in White right now, I would have to say is my third favorite band. My first favorite band's Water Parks, followed by All Time Low, and then Motionless in White. I love them so much. I got a ticket from my lovely mutual, it was such a nice gift, thank you, to Deadstream. I watched it with my boyfriend and his friend, and it was awesome. I was freaking out. I had a really good time and thoroughly enjoyed myself. So yes, I've also been digging Spirit Box, of course. I can't wait for them to make new music. The new Alpha Wolf album, A Quiet Place to Die, is awesome. I highly recommend it. I mean, my brain's just thinking, metalcore now. Kingdom of Giants, Passengers, that album's really good too. I really like that we got so many releases this year despite everything going on. I thought that was sweet. But this video is going to be 45 minutes long, so I'm just going to finish my makeup and come back and say bye to y'all, but I cannot wait to watch this back and edit it. Thank you for watching. Okay, lovelies, so here is the finished look. Sorry, I look pale as a ghost, but Poor lighting, that's my brand. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed catching up with me a little bit. Thank you so much to everyone who's been devoted to this channel despite me being less active. I hope to be making more content now that I'm taking recovery by the balls. Alright, please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel as well. You can follow me on my social medias down below. My Instagram is Julie_counseling, and my Twitter, which is where I'm the most active, and realistically, that's where you should follow me of all places, is Julie Counseling with no underscore, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye y'all! Love you!